Your brain is one of the most metabolically active organs in your body. That means it produces waste every minute you're alive. But here's the strange part. The rest of your body has a lymphatic system to carry waste away. Brain tissue does not have the same conventional plumbing. So, where does the waste go? One answer is a network called the lymphatic system. Cerebrospinal fluid moves along spaces around blood vessels, exchanges with fluid between brain cells, and helps carry dissolved material out of the brain. In animals, this process becomes much more active during sleep. The controversial question was whether it actually clears Alzheimer's related proteins from the human brain. A 2026 study tried to test that directly. 39 healthy older adults took part in randomized crossover experiments. In other words, the same person experienced two different nights. One night of normal sleep and another night of enforced sleep deprivation. Researchers monitored brain and cardiovascular physiology, sleep stages, and blood levels of several forms of amyloid beta and tau. These two are the most important Alzheimer-related proteins in the brain. Now, the results sound backwards at first. After normal sleep, the morning blood contained higher level of several Alzheimer's-related biomarkers than after sleep deprivation. If you only hear that sentence, you might think sleep created more amyloid and tau. But the researchers built a compartment model asking where those proteins were moving. Their interpretation was that sleep-related physiology increased transport from the fluid between brain cells into cerebrospinal fluid, and eventually into the bloodstream. The strongest predictors were lower resistance to fluid movement inside brain tissue, greater compliance of cerebral blood vessels, and stronger slow-wave activity during non-REM sleep. In simple terms, the sleeping brain appeared to enter a physical state in which fluid could move more effectively through tissue. This matters because the plaques of amyloid beta and abnormal tau are central features of Alzheimer's disease. Chronic sleep disruption is also associated with higher dementia risk. This experiment offers a plausible bridge between those observations. Poor sleep could interfere with the nightly movement of molecules out of the brain. But we need to separate three levels of evidence. The researchers observed sleep physiology and changing protein levels in blood. They inferred that lymphatic clearance made a major contribution. They did not prove that improving sleep prevents Alzheimer's, removes existing plaques, or changes a person's lifetime risk. The study was small and it measured what happened across a single night. Long-term disease develops over years or decades. Still, this study is an important shift. Sleep may not be only a period when the brain stops working. It may be a carefully organized fluid transport state, one in which the brain changes its physical environment so that yesterday's molecular debris can begin to leave. And that gives us a better question than how many hours did you sleep? The deeper question here is, did your brain enter the kind of sleep physiology that allows its cleaning system to work? Did you like this video? Here in this channel of Science and Other Demons, I'm trying to talk about science, philosophy, and other stuff without the hypes. If you like such a thing, you might want to consider subscribing.